start the meeting with the pledge to the flag. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Scott Latham.
Here.
Tom Bratton.
Here.
Tom Kennedy.
Here.
Brian Tobin.
Here.
In the event of an emergency, visitors are advised that they may exit this room from the one side door which leads directly into the parking lot. In the event of an emergency, do not attempt to leave in your automobiles, since this may cause traffic problems and block incoming emergency vehicles.
Thank you, Patty. I'm just going to address something. On Saturday, April 26, 2025. I can't read this. Please.
On Saturday, April 26, 2025, 22-year Board of Education member and current board president Paulette Ofrias passed away following a long, quiet, and dignified battle with cancer. The board will offer more detailed commentary at the May 21st board meeting.
Thank you. Sorry. Library presentation. Please.
Oops, sorry. You want me to just do your slide? You can do my slide?
It's up to you.
No, it's okay.
Just click on it.
Okay. All right, good evening, everybody. I'm Caroline MacArthur, Director of the Southold Library. Doing my, I think, 25th or 6th budget presentation. And the one thing I do have to say is that Paulette would always tease me about how nervous I would get to do this every year until I overcame my nerves through the years, but she would still tease me to remind me I was on TV, and I miss her deeply, and I will for as long as I'm doing this. So I just thought I'd start. I have a captive audience, so I thought I'd start by sharing the mission of the library. It's to bring the community members together through a lifelong passion for reading, learning, play, and intellectual curiosity. So we have some people playing. We got this little guy on the right with his checking out his intellectual curiosity there. You could do the next slide. The next slide, I think, has the budget on it. So here's the proposed budget. Board of Trustees have approved a proposed tax levy. It's the expenses to the bottom half. See that tax levy of $1,236,872. It's within the tax cap and the allowable growth factor. It's I think a 3.1% increase over the current budget. And there's a detailed budget available upon request through via email on the website or at the library. I don't know if anyone has any questions. But I have a couple other slides just because I'm here, and why not? So things you might not know about the library. Some of the services we offer, we have a seed library. You can pick up seeds. It's very popular. Heavily used, and we're restocking seeds all the time. We have a large library of things. We have much more than I have listed here, but like if you're having a party, you can come and get all your lawn games to put out for people and then return them. You don't have to buy everything. We have bike locks, fishing poles, we have a telescope. We have a lot of other items, and we're always taking suggestions for more. We just joined with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which is actually funded by the Friends of the Library, but if you know anyone from age birth to age 5, they will get we can sign them up, and they'll get a free book once a month until they start kindergarten from Dolly Parton and her foundation. We have our museum passes, very popular. We have more than I have listed, of course. Our discount tickets, the Gateway Theater in Patchogue, you can get a discount code for, I think, half price. The aquarium is 20% off. And this year we started, I don't know if anyone's familiar with Sora. Your children can have access to downloadable books and ebooks and audiobooks through the app of Sora through the school. And now with their school login, they can connect with the Libby app, which is the public library, collection, a really vibrant, huge collection. Only the children's part of that collection is linked to SORA. So if you're not familiar with that, you should ask the librarians at the schools. And in the library, we just have a really popular continual programs on everything: concerts, yoga, civics, film discussion, book discussions, so many things. The picture in the middle are the kids. They went to the arcade in Riverhead and just could play for free for a couple hours. They had a great night that night. And the one on the right, you can't really see it, but it's a paint night, so everybody painted the same thing. It was pretty popular. Our teen space, our children's spaces, they're full of activities and activity. We have our local historic walking tours on a regular basis. The oldest English burial ground in New York State is right across the street from the library. We do regular tours of that, plus the historic section of Southold. We have the ever-popular Notary Public. It's a big one. And so many other things. So notice there's not even books on this list. Like, there's so many things. And then I have one more slide. The Board of Trustees for many years has been offering a scholarship. They approved 2 scholarships for $500 each this year. So if you know anybody graduating, they can apply for our scholarships. The application is at the library. It's on our webpage, and it's in the guidance office. So if you know anybody who would like to apply for that, you just have to answer a few simple questions. And if you're wondering, the tax rate per 1,000 this year is $38.47, and it's going up to $39.65. So it's going up by $1.18 per 1,000 assessed. Anybody have any questions? Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Caroline.
Thank you.
Karen.
Thank you.
I can't tell you, the library is a wonderful partner to us as a school district. You know, we have sometimes, kids that will need resources that we don't necessarily have. So we reach out, and they have always been able to support our kids, whether it's with different foreign language programs that we may not have when we're closed or over the summer. And, so I really can't encourage you enough. It doesn't look like a big building, but it holds a tremendous amount of resource for this community. I can't tell you how beneficial it is to our kids. So we thank you for for all of that. Yep.
All right, next up, budget presentation.
Yeah. So just as Chuck gets his slide up there, contrary to popular announcements, we still do not have a budget from New York State. It was announced that we did, then it was announced that there was an agreement. They're hinting at the fact that they think it will come out either later this week or beginning of next week, which means about a week later we'll get our state runs. The budget comes out, and then the state runs come out. The school runs come out last, but the state runs come out after the budget. So, we're hopeful that by next week or sometime prior to our election, we may have a budget. So what you're going to see today is really a repeat of what you've been seeing for the last 6 or 8 weeks. It's really only one slide. Chuck will go through it very quickly. But unfortunately, we don't have a lot of new information for you because we don't have any new information to work with from the state.
Thank you, Dr. Morrow. As mentioned, so this budget has the latest state aid numbers, again, based on the last projection. Again, there was not enough time to eventually change it. So we have it. It is what it is. So just some highlights. Our budget-to-budget increase is 3.18%. The dollar amount is $35,629,000. That includes a tax levy increase of 2.75%. We have worked hard. We are $74,000 under what the tax cap allows us to go up to. And again, that's just by June, just sharpening pencils, just kind of just getting it down to as low as possible. With this budget, it maintains all our programs, all same opportunities as the current year. With the state aid numbers, we did have to bump up the reserves a little bit. Again, the reserves that we have, that in those certain categories that we're allowed to use to offset as a revenue source. We bumped it up slightly, totaling $1,065,000. Again, that's some fund balance and some reserves. And finally, the estimated tax increase on the average house will be about $16 per month, or $187 for the year. And that is based on numbers, based on the assessment on the last value that we have. That will also change when the next year becomes final.
I just want to highlight that third bullet. When it says maintains all programs and opportunities at the same level as current, that doesn't necessarily mean we will have all of the same exact programs or opportunities. There are times where, like when we do a club fair, our kids choose a different club than what they chose this year. And we run our clubs based on student interest. We run our classes based on student enrollment. So not every single thing that runs this year will run next year, but there are also things that we'll have next year that we didn't have this year. For instance, our gaming club that we added last year. We were fortunate enough through some of our grant monies to put in a gaming studio, and we had a lot of interest in it, so we ended up having 3 competitive gaming teams throughout the year last year because it runs 3 seasons. That was something we didn't have prior to the year before. Different activities, different programs, different trips. So when it says the same level, it means that our kids will have great opportunities like they have now. I just don't want people to think that that means that everything is going to be exactly the same, because it's never going to be exactly the same. If a new program comes out, like when we bought the programmable bots and we started to do coding with our preschool and kindergarten kids 2 years ago, that wasn't an addition to our budget. We did that in lieu of something else that we may have done in prior years. But it was something that was new that came out that we saw as a possible path for our kids to engage in as they go through the ranks of elementary, middle, and high school. So, when it says maintains all programs, that means we're not looking to cut anything. That doesn't mean that everything will be exactly the same, because we do select what we do based on new innovations, new things that have come out, and also our student choice. Like, we do a club fair every year, and our students choose which clubs, and at times they'll even present new ones. Like, they presented chess a couple years ago, and we had a lot of kids that are interested, so we have a chess club now, because that was something that was of their interest. So I just want to be mindful of the fact that means we will offer and provide everything at the same levels we do, but it won't be the exact same things. So, do you have anything else, Chuck?
No, just, we will have these budget documents will be available at each building level, and they are available on the website.
Some over there if you want them to. It's a more detailed budget, school report card, things like that. They're also on our website always. Does the board have any questions about
The
it?
vote is the 20th.
I'm sorry?
The vote is the 20th.
Yes.
May 20th, yes.
May 20th, 3 to 9,
3 to 9.
right? 3 to 9?
3 to 9.
All right. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't need an adjournment because it's
I don't
only
think you
here.
need an adjournment because it's not a meeting. It's a budget forum.
All right. Thank you all for coming.